Hey guys, I'm up here on Mount Lemmon. We just had a little overnight adventure down in the little Peterson fortification here, out here with my two brothers. It's our first time hanging out together pretty much ever, all together. And I wanted to take this opportunity to review some of the gear that I was using really quick, all in one video. Freaking product review. We're going to start out with the Snugpak. I've owned the Snugpak jungle bag for 7 years now. I've spent hundreds of nights in it. I used it for 2 years in the military before getting out. And I would say about 2 years ago, I'd always wondered how it didn't get burn holes in it. About 2 years ago that I stopped wondering. I think if it had some kind of fire retardant material or something like that, I think it eventually wore off. And this was the bag's last trip. It looks like it's been through combat, but it actually hasn't. I got it right when I got back from Afghanistan, pretty much, because someone stole one of my bags in Afghanistan. It packs up ultra small. It's super thin. It's pretty warm. You don't really want to use it for winter camping when there's snow on the ground, but if you've got a fire, you can make it work. You can get it in left-hand zip and right-hand zip and put them together for your spouse. And if you unzip it, it does make a blanket. And most importantly, it has this netting that you can put over there to keep the bugs out. So this thing was a lifesaver. And like I said, there's no pack. It's super compact. There's no pack at REI that packs up as small as the Snugpak Jungle Bag. It's a good piece of kit. Next up, the Klymit V2 freaking sleeping pad. It's fully inflatable, is again ultra compact and lightweight. I had always thought about how tough this thing was, but on this trip, it finally gave up the ghost and was punctured. But it does come with a repair kit, so I will repair it and we will be right back out on the road with it. It's very comfortable and I like it a lot. All right, over here. This is the Gadsden Dynamics War Belt. I have some ancient issue mag pouches on it, IFAK, and a few Glock 17 mags. We're carrying a full combat loadout of 6 mags here. Very comfortable. Gadsden Dynamics, I think, offers the best value to price ratio on a war belt. I have one from High Speed Gear. I have one from ATS. I certainly prefer the Gadsden Dynamics model. It's just, it's comfortable, it's beefy, and it's very affordable, and it's very versatile. We're not going to do a review on the Tennessee Arms Lower or Bear Creek Arsenal Upper until we get a lot more rounds through it in training. We only have about 400 rounds through it with no malfunctions, which is totally insignificant. But I do want to talk about the Magpul MOE handguard. It's very comfortable, it's very affordable. It has heat shields inside of it that push heat upwards, keeping the handguard very cool during rapid firing. And I think it's a really good handguard. But I think it's been made obsolete by Magpul's SL handguard, which works much in the same way, but is longer, kind of covers up the front sight post, and it's thinner. I haven't used one yet, but it looks like a better option. We will just have to see. SIG Romeo 5. We had 2 SIG Romeo 5s out on this trip. They stayed out of the shelter, out in the snow and rain. And this morning we picked them up, went out looking for squirrels, and they were none the worse for wear. The Hogue G-Mascus grip here is really cool. The A2 grips, the little nub, always bothers me, and I don't like finger groove grips. But if you don't have finger grooves, you need some type of texture to hold a straight grip to your hand. I think that the G-Mascus Hogue grip here did wonderful on this trip, either barehanded or with gloves. It was great. The Hogue Overmold, their rubber grips in the same shape, are also phenomenal, and they're much more affordable, but they don't have the bling factor. This thing is really cool. I'm not usually for the bling factor, but it is what it is. My Hidden Woodsman survival kit. I should have unzipped it before the video, but I didn't. It's got all kinds of organization in it, and I don't really like camping without it anymore. It's just so handy to keep all of my small, important items organized, packed, easy to get to, and where they won't be lost. The Hogue EXF01, I'm sorry. It is an A2 7-inch blade, 1/4 inch thick. Came just lightning saber sharp, a somewhat, I would say a slightly thick edge, but hand honed to a mirror polish. Like I said, psycho sharp. It's still sharp. I've been using it for quite a bit of batoning and some feather sticks and stuff. Overall, I love this knife. Really, it's like 10 out of 10 for 200 bucks. Getting this Cerakote coating, which is smooth, getting these incredible scales, the overall design, it's A2, the overall quality is amazing. My only regret on this trip was I attached the sheath to my pack, which I do not like doing because then I have to just put the knife down somewhere. It's a pain in the butt to take off if you do your MOLLE properly. So I'll be doing something other than that in the future. The Hogue EX02 has been my EDC carry for quite some time now. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade, CPM 154. I was wondering if, now that I'm used to M390 and CPM 20 CV and stuff, if I'd be underwhelmed. So far I'm not. I've stropped it a little bit, didn't even really need to, but it's a habit. The edge is holding just phenomenally. This knife is like a full-size knife. For me, this is a usable choil in jimping that's very comfortable. You have a secondary lock for the liner lock to make it so that it really cannot fail. And it rides well. I love the pocket clip. The liner lock is a little bit stiffer than most people are used to, but I still get a good action. Am I too stupid to close a knife with my left hand while wearing gloves? Probably. Freaking. It's a good deal. I'm really a fan of this little knife. And we're going to wrap this up with the retard over here. We're going to wrap this up with the Wilderness Innovations poncho. These are a premium poncho. I think I paid about $180, but you customize it to the size that you want and the pattern that you want. It's so nice knowing that I can rely on a poncho. It's not going to get ripped up while I'm wearing it walking through thorns. It hasn't gotten any holes in it through the fires, even though I usually put my tarps and ponchos a little too close. It's really nice to be able to rely on your gear, and this is absolutely a premium piece of gear that will be, like most of these items, getting a full video of its own. So guys, that's what I got. I'm going to be also posting a video of this entire adventure shortly. It's been amazing. Mount Lemmon is incredible. This has been probably the best overnighter trip that I've ever had in my life, even though sleeping conditions were not only cramped, but a little bit rough. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting this channel by visiting the links below, like Beach and Tactical. I make custom rifle slings, baldric slings, and survival gear by hand, custom to order. And also I do have a Patreon, so you can check that out as well. If you enjoyed this video also, please give it a thumbs down. It's better for my YouTube algorithms, so it makes my videos more popular. And freaking leave me a comment in the comment section below. I will respond. I look forward to talking to you, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.